Hello and welcome to Telling Tales. I'm just going to do a shuffle. There we go. Everything's better now. Welcome to Telling Tales. It's Monday night in an off week, a second week. So it's not Warhammer, it's We Deal in Lead. Those are the two things that we do on Monday. If you come back next week for more We Deal in Lead, you'll be not solely disappointed, but confused when it's instead Warhammer. Other things that we do on the channel, Wednesday night, Simba Room. And Thursdays, every other Thursday. So next Thursday is the Yellow King. So we've just had the first session last Thursday. Everybody's having a nice time, or like whatever counts for a nice time when it's the Yellow King. And on Sunday, we have our delayed one-shot of Cloud Empress. Links to all of our social media, Discord, etc., everything below the stream or the video if you're watching on YouTube. Please come join us on our Discord and chat to us and the other people who enjoy watching things on the channel. I think that's everything. Let's now let Jack talk about cowboys.
So cowboys were, I guess, a group of people that lived in the America. Maybe a little too vague for what we're doing. Specifically, cowboys in We Deal in Lead. And what the cowboys these people are playing did not last week, week before. So you got to the camp at the end of the line of the train line. That's a plate I've just knocked over. Yeah, you got to the camp at the end of the line, scouted it out, and after seeing it's got massive high walls and that you wouldn't be able to just storm the place, decided to create a distraction using the train and the big bear that was residing on the train. And that was Alan doing that while Berthold and Elle snuck around the back and infiltrated via some farms or farmland around the back. You all met up inside after a successful infiltration bear attack. Found the governor's office / jail cells, beat the governor up, got the code for the door out of him, and found out that gunslingers were being taken to the camp, taken through into a particular cell and not being heard of again. You investigated the cell, found some super secret stairs, walked into the dark corridor, and at the end of the dark corridor was a door. And that was the Cliff Notes version of last session. So in front of you is a pale ghostwood door. It's standing sort of freely. It's at the end of the corridor, but it's not in the wall at the end of the corridor. It's sort of standing free in the middle. And there's a sign above it, sort of dangling above the door, but in a language that you can't understand.
Before Curious. We go through this door, are we expecting... What do we think they're going to do behind us? It will be
We kind of barred the door, but that's as far as we got.
To follow us, basically, if they really wanted to. I think I will just go. I just want to know what we think they're going to do. I mean, I didn't see anyone with a gun up there, so they're not going to feel keen.
No idea, but if we were to keep moving forward, then they'd have to move quickly to keep up with us, I suppose. Maybe they don't even come down here. Whatever's going on down here, maybe they're not allowed.
I mean, maybe they don't even know the code to the door.
Sure, the sheriff does, but I see your point. Yeah, keep moving. Sounds good. I like that plan. I guess turn and just try the door.
Yep. You feel a sort of energy coming from the door as you grab the handle and swing it open.
Okay, like what sort of energy do I feel coming from the door? That's a bit weird.
You're not like just vague magical energy.
Okay. I mean that still makes me go a bit like normally when you open doors you don't feel that. So I suppose I'll be curious about that.
That's true. I've noticed that.
Assuming I've already swung the door open. Assuming I've already swung the door open, I guess if I'm not immediately being attacked and there's nothing desperate to investigate, I'll check out this door further.
Well, the door swings open and inside you just see blackness and you start to feel it pull you in.
Don't like that. I will try to resist being pulled in. I think maybe first I'll try and put my hands up to stop the others following me, maybe.
Yep, you other two definitely start to feel the door.
Jack, those of us who were not from this world, do we have a recollection of this kind of experience before?
Yes, you do start to feel a familiar sensation the closer you get to the door.
I see.
I am from this world, so I don't know that at all. So I'm definitely fighting it.
This door, so it's a wooden door.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's in a frame it's in the wall, like a door would be.
No, it's freestanding. It's in a frame, but freestanding.
Freestanding frame. I guess it doesn't look like that darkness is behind the door. It looks like it's in the door.
This doesn't change my fighting buff to not be in the darkness. Should I make a roll to not be pulled by it, Jack? Or I'm definitely trying to get out sharp.
I don't think it's like a vacuum cleaner, is it, Jack? Or
not yet. No,
not yet.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Can I succeed at getting out of it then?
Yeah.
Make a strength to see how. Yeah, if you can succeed.
Okay. I did not get any dice out. That was clever of me. Let me find some D20. There it is.
I know, and we did surprise you with this game. It wasn't, planned 2 weeks ago.
We done that? What? Okay. D20, and that is not under 9. I fail that.
Okay, with that, you feel the pull of the door too strong, and you are enveloped by this darkness.
Okay, there's definitely oh shit! As I'm enveloped by the darkness.
I'm gonna go and step in.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to close the door behind. No, I'm not going to.
I was literally thinking, would I hold onto the inside door handle as I step through to pull the door closed, or would I not? I don't know.
No, I think you don't need to worry too much. And I am going to look around what is behind the door. Does the corridor go on a long way? I'm going to follow my friends.
Corridor
I want to know
end,
what I'm missing.
It's just the end of the corridor. Say that's the end, and the doors.
All right, okay. So there's not other doors behind this that branch off into a complex of whatever. Okay, cool.
No.
Interesting.
I was thinking, do we kind of get the impression that
the door is the main feature of this space?
Maybe this thing existed here and a tunnel has been dug to reach it, or something of that
like
nature,
that.
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, the tunnel is for the door. There's
I don't want to confuse. The tunnel didn't start off underground. I don't want to confuse this for the American tourists I saw who asked why the Vikings lived underground when visiting an archaeological dig site. The door was once at ground level, and the ground level has either changed because the building or whatever.
Adorable.
What I was suggesting was that the slit door, as in the
is the main feature of what this thing is for.
Yeah.
I find it funny that I didn't realize the door was like in the middle of the room, not attached to the walls, and the main feature of this space. I probably would have been more hesitant if I realized that. But I like to imagine that L, being strong-headed and driven, just didn't even realize. He was like, door through door, go.
To be fair, I think most people probably wouldn't even have clocked that because it's so incongruous for a door to exist like that. Just like, well, I'm going to step through. I'm not going to close the door behind me, but I'm going to step through and join you guys in there.
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you do because you're now all dead. So if we re-roll it...
That would be amazing.
Oh God!
Part of me wants you to tell me right now that's true.
Yeah, you've got to say that's a joke, though, Jack. We've got to say it.
No, that was a joke.
Okay,
but that would be a wild thing to do.
Yeah, it would. Wild would be one word for it.
You're there, just like, no, surely they won't. They won't fall for.
They won't fall for the old floating door trick.
I mean, there's a big Call of Cthulhu game coming up, and I can't promise that isn't going to happen. So.
We're rolling characters.
Have your fun while you can have it, Jack.
But maybe death isn't the end, as Berthold could tell us all about. So we're all in the darkness now, or are we? What's going on, Jack?
You are all in the darkness. You see nothing but darkness, and you start to hear a voice echoing around you. It says in a creepy voice, "Gunslingers."
I draw my gun.
Usually come through. These have come through willingly. Normally, they're already broken. You get the scraps. And with that echoing in your ears, Alan and Elle, you find yourselves on either side of a familiar canyon. One on either side, both with another person. Below you is a road, and you are waiting in an ambush. You recognize this as the place where it all went wrong for both of you. And one of you, you left with a bit of resentment for each other, I guess, is one way of putting it.
Wow.
And one less eye.
Yeah.
So I would probably immediately reach out to my face and see that my eyes.
Your eye is, eyes are there.
Both eyes. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You probably wouldn't realize that immediately if it just changed, would you? Maybe you would.
I think the depth perception would help.
Okay, everything 3D all of a sudden.
Yeah, I suppose. But if that happened suddenly, I'm not sure your brain would really go, or would it just be like, wait a minute, Well, anyway, I realized that, and then I probably look at the two of you, just like.
Berthold isn't there. It's just so you're on one side of the canyon with another guy who you recognise as one of the guys you've been with, called Greg Silverlock, named after his silver lock of hair, just the one lock. And on the other side is Alan and the other guy you ran with.
So I look at the guy I'm with, and then obviously recognise that he's not going to realise there's anything weird going on, and just stare around in shock. Probably not reacting immediately.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, sort of looking across the way and he's just seen that Kleb and Alan have come back from running some dynamite. There's like a land bridge that joins the two sides, and they've been running some dynamite to there. And he sort of tells you as much. Oh,
did we do in my recollection? Are these people still alive? Did they die? Do we part ways friendly? Do we part ways on bad terms?
As far as you know, they're now dead before the point you entered the door.
But I'm probably quite confused, and I will be talking, asking what was the name of the one on my side?
Kleb.
Like Kleb, is that you?
He sort of looks at you, and he's like, yeah, last time I checked, I thought, are you still you?
I don't know. I kind of reach out to kind of like grab a hold of him to check he's really there.
I think he sort of swats your hand away. He thinks this is odd.
Yeah, no, you know what? So do I. I think it's odd. So that makes two of us. I imagine Kleb has no recollection and would like to ask him about how he died.
I mean, you can ask him.
Yeah, I like. How did you get away from 6-shooter Jonny?
He looks at you like, he goes, who's that? He said, hey, did you finish running the dynamite?
Yeah, I must have.
Right, okay, because that caravan's
Do I have
coming
like a large comically sized plunger in my hand, perhaps,
through.
or
Definitely, yeah, there's definitely one of those.
like I look at it and go, yeah, I guess I must have.
I think on the other side of the canyon, Elle is not taking this so calmly. Given this is probably quite a traumatic episode for her, she's probably like kind of freaking out, like just kind of. She's still holding a gun, just like not quite having a panic attack, but just like, what the fuck, 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 like freaking out.
Are you standing up or are you still crouching down?
I think my instincts for I'm not about to get shot or spotted by people will win out. If standing up would be risky, but otherwise, yeah, I'm moving around and looking around.
Yeah, I mean, you're obviously sort of laying in ambush of someone, but I think if you start to stand up anyway, the guy with you, Greg, he'll sort of pull you down.
Yeah. That's probably what happens then, and then I'll stay down. But I'm definitely like freaking out.
Yeah,
cool.
And maybe when he touches me, I still probably start freaking out even more because he's dead.
Yeah, and it's weird for dead people to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It would sort of. What's your problem? Get yourself together.
You're fucking dead. I saw you die.
You'll be fucking dead if you mess this job up.
Jesus, it was over a year ago. What the fuck? Where are we?
Are we still in Sykes' gang? Is this like Sykes is our like errand still in this time that we're at, or when this happening?
I figured this was potentially sort of just pre-Sykes.
Pre-Sykes, cool,
Gotcha.
got it.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, Sykes. I mean, I was going to say, I suppose it doesn't massively matter anything, but Sykes isn't there is the important thing.
It's good to know. It's good to know.
That could be important if Sykes was there, I suppose.
Yes.
I
would probably start firing at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Change history. I think I'd probably like settle down a bit if he's like kind of trying to keep me under control. But otherwise, I'm still pretty freaked out.
Can I see that Elle is behaving oddly from across the canyon?
I think you could probably see that she's tried to get up, and you can't see too much obviously because you're hiding behind rocks on either side. But you definitely see her start to pop up and then get dragged down, and hear her voice start to carry a bit.
Cool.
At that point, we'll jump over to Jonny and Bertold. I'd pick that, the timing of that well as he was taking a drink then. In front of you, you find yourself in a sort of dark cobbled street on a sort of dark, misty night. You remember this as a town that you found yourself in at one point, where again it all started to go wrong for you, where you witnessed a horrific crime that didn't end well for you. So you're walking this town, there's sort of electric lights going barely through, shining through the mist, and you hear a scream sort of down the way, a woman screaming.
Again, do I sort of have recollection of everything up to this point?
Yes, you remember obviously everything that's gone on in your life that you remembered before.
Okay. So I'll sort of have a little double take, but then I'll still, head down there, head in that direction.
Yeah. Okay. In front of you, or for you, the mist opens up a bit, and you see John Peter, or the man you recognise as John Peter, who's a sort of local bigwig in the town, having an argument with sort of a woman. You can't quite hear what they're arguing about, but he's getting nasty and she's looking quite scared. and you can see that he's got a knife in his hand.
Do I have my gun here,
Uh,
or am I gunless?
would you have carried a gun before you entered the Drifted World, do you think?
Maybe not wandering around town of an evening.
Yeah, I think maybe you're just going out for like an evening stroll, so you're not necessarily packing.
Yeah, I'll shout, "Excuse me, sir."
He's got a sort of like that, and he looks around and obviously sees you shouting and goes, What do you want, Bertold? He recognises you. Just like, otherwise he wouldn't
Ma'am, are
say
you okay?
that. She sort of sobs. No, she's clearly not okay.
I would suggest that you leave this lady be.
He says, I'd suggest you leave us be, otherwise it's not going to end well for you.
Sort of grin in the corner of my mouth a little bit and say, "Leave the lady be." And I'll start walking forwards.
He ends up sort of, instead of holding her like that, gets her into his arm. Says, Bertold, I'm warning you. I'm a big man in this town. Untouchable. Come near me and...
Mr. Peter, I'm afraid you're the smallest big man I've ever seen.
With that, he gets her, sort of throws her towards you, and then he lunges at you also with the sort of throws her and lunges at you with a knife. He's clearly deranged.
I'm sadly going to let her fall so that I like if there's enough gap for me to move out of the way, because it's going to be negative for both of us if she lands on me and then he just attacks us both. So
yeah,
I'm just going to step out of the way and try and dodge his swipes, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So a knife is, I thought I had the stats for a knife. What was it? D6, is it a knife? I know someone's got a dagger.
Yes.
Yeah.
D6. Cool. D6 damage. You have your normal grit, just without, I guess, your defense, because you're wearing normal non-cowboy clothes or less cowboy clothes. That's 2 damage as he you put your arm up, I guess, to defend or whatever, and he swipes at you.
Okay.
Do you want to do anything in response? I presume not just stand there and get stabbed.
Yeah, I'm going to try and hit his wrist that he's holding the knife in as hard as I can.
Okay.
Try and get him to drop the knife.
I don't think there's like specific disarm rules or anything like that, is there? But
enemy. There's an enemy action for disarm.
Is it less?
Yeah, page 64. That's the only mention of disarm in the book, I think.
Okay, well, he can do a strength
save or
then.
drop gun.
Or do you want to roll your strength then? It's more interesting than one for you than me rolling.
I'm rolling. So I've got 14, so I need to roll under 14, don't I? I rolled 8.
8. Oh yeah. So you hit him on the wrist, and he drops the knife with a cry of pain. And how dare you strike me? He's going to try and, again, throttle you. So I guess this will be strength for him to see if he actually... Yeah, he passes it. Is there actually...
I was just out for a nice, innocent, foggy walk.
And this
is how I'm treated.
My fog walks always end up the same way.
He throws you to the ground.
That's not very nice. Okay. Do I land anywhere near the knife?
You do not, because he then
Okay.
goes towards it to grab it. I'm guessing he sort of dropped it and it scattered away, but neither of you
Yeah.
were sort of within grabbing it straight away. I'm presuming you're getting up and are you scrambling for the knife as well, or are you going scramble for him?
If I think he's going to beat me to the knife, I might quickly glance to the woman and see if she's managing to, like, make some kind of getaway, I suppose.
She seems to be unconscious and moving on the ground.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll try and race him to the knife then.
Cool.
I definitely think I'm a better fighter than him if he doesn't have a knife. So I think if I can get that away from him, then...
Yeah. Do you want to do a dex roll to see if you beat him?
Yes, my dex is not very good. Oh, I've rolled an 8 again. Does matching the stat?
Yes.
I match the stat.
Yeah. What are you rolling, a D8 or a D20?
I'm flipping a coin, and on both sides it says 8.
Yeah, you beat him to the knife. And he obviously sees that you've got a knife and realizes you are the better fighter. Puts his hand up. He doesn't want to get stabbed. At this point, a crowd of revelers sort of comes out. Obviously, been for a night out. Brookerson comes to investigate, and he points at you and goes, "He's a madman. He's attacked this poor woman, and now he's trying to attack me." And with that, we'll quickly cut back to Ellen.
Yep. Now, in my memory of this showdown in the canyon, is it about to get interesting, or
What you should? Well, is the session not going to interesting enough for you?
is it about to get like? Is there about to be a massive explosion that kills all of us?
Something's about well,
I've come
maybe
at an
not that,
opportune time.
but yeah, something is about to happen.
Can we remember? Because obviously, the most pressing thing, I suppose, in my mind, would next be what went wrong that caused the death of others and my horrific disfigurement. Like, well, looking ahead, what was the thing that was unexpected? Not that I necessarily avoid it. It's just the first thing in my mind now, probably.
Yeah, you remember that the bridge did not blow.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously you were ambushed yourselves by 2 robots that sort of, well, 4 robots, because they got all 4 of you coming up behind you, and there's no like an intuition roll or anything like that. You realise that, well, as you realise this, the caravan does start to approach, and Kleb says to Alan, get ready with the detonator. They're about to be here. We need to, drop the bridge. Just, drop the bridge.
Right. I mean, like, you just give the signal, I say. But I'm still confused. Like, I'm not really sure what's going on.
I'm running off to find those robots. I just dash off before you can catch me.
Right.
Yeah, I think Greg obviously doesn't grab you, but he starts to go after you in sort of a half crouch run.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going? And Kleb obviously sees this. Well, what's going on now? This isn't the way it's supposed to go. And the caravan starts to enter the road. He says, "Fuck it, we'll abort the plan. It's all going wrong." And then Elle, you do start to see these robots that were sneaking up on you.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, they didn't get the drop on you. And they say, "Halt, malcontents."
Shoot the robot.
Cool. Roll on the shoot table for us.
Mm-hmm. We'll do that.
Those poor robots.
Let me get my stat. What is my dex? 12. Good. That's a 9. Wait, am I just rolling under my dex, or am I rolling something completely different?
Shoot table is
No,
2D.
sorry, I'm just rolling on the shoot table. For some reason, I thought you rolled dex first.
I mean,
What
it is
page?
often used, isn't it, for ranged attacking?
Yeah. What page is the shoot table on again?
If you roll, I've got it up so I can tell you.
D20?
2d6. Right?
2d6. Thank you. Forgetting all of how the system works. That's an 8.
8 is a graze, so
Mhm.
D4 damage.
Cool. Okay. That is a 3.
Nice. What are you doing, Alan? Are you?
So we're cancelling the explosion.
Yes.
I mean,
I mean, you can still put the detonator down if you want.
I'm very tempted to blow it up, but I will not blow it up, I suppose. And so they're on the other side of the canyon. They've gone off and done their own thing. So like, we're not being approached by robots, are we? We're still, or are we? I'm a bit confused.
You will be if you remember.
Okay,
that.
we're like they're coming towards us now. And how is Kleb reacting to this new development of robots?
He is gonna be say something along the lines of, "Oh, what now?" And he'll say, "Alan, leave the detonator. Get your gun ready."
And these robots, I know I'm asking a lot of questions, but did the robots happen last time?
They did, yeah.
Right. No. Okay. Yeah. No. I will get my gun ready, and I guess also begin firing.
Cool. Roll on the shoot table for us.
And that's 2d6, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
My smoke alarm these days is deciding often to make erratic noises because it feels like it. It's not the battery. Just
I was
so
gonna say,
if that picks up, then much apologies. But rest
there isn't
assured
a
that.
small fire constantly going on, is there?
No, I mean, not only in my heart to play We Deal in Lead. That's the only fire in
that's probably
is
it
in this
then.
house. That's true. That's what's going wrong. So I rolled a 5. Is there? Can someone who has the sheet open remind me
That
what a
is a
5 gets me? A hit, just straight
Yeah.
hit. There we go. Fantastic. And the damage of my weapon is a D8. No, that's not right. Yes, it is. It is right. It's D8. And it does 3 damage. Amazing. Would you like me to keep track of the shots that I'm firing in this realm, or are they not truly shots that I'm firing according to the lead?
Yeah, I won't worry.
Okay.
Other than
I'll keep
knowing
track of it, but
sort of when to reload, but I won't keep track of your lead.
Cool. Not
Let's
asking
just
for
say for the
spoilers.
purpose of this, you have enough lead for
Yeah,
many reloads.
as much lead as I remember having at the time.
Yeah. So the robot is now upon you, L, and he is going to come down with his metal smiting fist. For
Bad robot.
5 damage.
Oof. Ouch. 5 damage. Okay.
Anything you want to do in response?
Other than the attack that I would inevitably want to make on my go, I don't think so. Just yell and flail.
Well, what do you want to do? Attack or yell and flail?
I will attack.
Good choice.
I think I'm gonna knife it. It's just straight up 6 damage, isn't it?
Yes.
So one
D6.
D6. Yeah. Oh yeah, of course, because you can miss the 6. Yep, that was a good choice.
Nice. Yeah, you definitely get in and some wiring getting exposed. You sort of going for the weak parts of it rather than imagine just trying to stab metal.
Yeah, good. In the neck, in the robot neck. There we go.
There is another one there, but I'm not going to sit here playing as NPCs myself. They're having an epic battle with the other NPCs. And Alan, sorry, you also get attacked by your robot for 5 damage.
Ridiculous. Well, luckily I have my trusty leather duster, which soaks one of those damage, but then I guess I take 5 grit.
Yes, or 4 if you soak one of those. It's 5 damage.
Okay, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
I guess it really did go wrong.
You might not make it out of this time alive. Or make it out of it this time alive.
If this ends up with a Groundhog Day short story.
Yeah, you just got to buy insurance from that guy.
Mm.
That's my trying to remember Groundhog Day. Ironically. Cool. So, now your robot is. Could you make a dex save for us, please?
Sure, let's just dex roll. And I pass 10 out of 12.
Nice. Cool. He doesn't hit you this time. He was going for a grab.
Yee. Screw you, robot.
Your robot. Did I get you to do damage last time, Alan? I'm losing track now.
Yes, last time I did 3 damage, and if you want another shot, I rolled a 7 on the shot table.
Cool. That's a graze. So do you want to do D4?
A D4, I can manage that. And for defortunately, I rolled a 4. It's off the table, but I don't know if we count those or not.
I mean, it's just as there's no difference really.
This is valid.
You know,
we're not playing a system that punishes you for dropping dice, unlike previous games.
Cool. And then your robot is going to go for a hit for 6 damage. Wow. These robots know how to roll.
Ouch.
Don't blame me. Blame Google's dice roller. Your robot L is going to go for another punch.
So I just took 6 damage, did I? Was that right?
6, yeah. Obviously, then
Right.
reduced.
That's me. That's me gritted out.
Okay, so it starts to hit your.
Do I take over damage? Isn't that a thing?
Yeah, then it starts to hit your strength.
Okay. Cool. That sounds great.
Only 2 damage on you, L.
That's more acceptable.
I'm glad you think that. That's why I rolled it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You're a good friend, Jack. Good friend. Shall I try and stab it again then?
If that's what you want to do, yeah. Go for a stabby stab.
Another 6. Oh, yeah. More than one, that D6. Die, robot. I'm pissed off at these robots because presumably they caused my eye, I guess. So I'm pretty pissed off at it.
Yeah, this is starting to go, at least in terms of how you're dealing with it, well, especially better for you. Maybe not as well for Alan, but yeah, this is going better than it did last time. And these robots haven't ambushed you as.
Maybe he'll lose the eye this time.
It's certainly looking that way.
Cool. What do you want to do, Alan, against this robot's relentless onslaught?
I mean, does it look like I've done any damage to this robot whatsoever? Like,
Why is it getting exposed and it's
concerned.
starting to spark? You are hitting it in its...
And the fact that I've reduced to 0 grit does that matter? Like, I'm not like knocked unconscious or anything.
No, grit is just
Only
like
in
health.
that it starts to take off your stats, I think.
It's like an armor
Right.
protection over your So now your stats are lower from every hit you take.
But
Yeah.
is that permanent?
It requires like a week of rest to start getting it back.
Right. Okay. Well, I guess I'll give another go for shooting this thing. I think that's my best bet. So hopefully I roll low on my my shoot roll, which I don't. Another 7, which I think is a graze.
It is. So give us one of those D4s.
I got another 4. God bless Caltrops for hardly rolling at all.
Nice.
So I'm getting some powerful grazes and some weak hits.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, could you roll a dex save for us?
I think I can give that a go. Luckily, my dex is not getting hammered. I need to roll below, right?
Yes.
In which case,
Equal
I
to
do
or
not
below,
roll
I think.
below a 4.
I think it's equal to.
I do not roll equal to a 4 either.
Never mind.
Okay, the robot has you grabbed now. So essentially, you lose your action on your next turn. Here's the consequences.
Yeah, that seems like it would happen. I mean, yeah. This seems to be going badly. I'm hopeful. I mean, like this seems even worse than I remember it. So yeah, I'm getting pretty weirded out by the whole experience.
You've not just got the anguish of being grabbed by a robot that would normally cause you anguish. It's also the fact that this is going a lot worse than you remember. Whereas Ellie's having a hell of a time because she thinks she might come out of this with 2 eyes.
Yeah. I'm going to stab this robot in the eye if it's my go.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Let's see if this one works. That's a 2. Not quite as good.
No, but it's still damage.
How is the robot looking that I'm stabbing?
It's looking very stabbed.
Okay.
Its voice is starting to break down a bit more as it's telling you to halt and cease your stabbing. And it's trying to wail on you. And it seems like its attacks are getting a bit more erratic, if that makes sense.
You've just made it angry.
The doom music starts playing.
To check for my scars, which I get for going to. Oh, it's exactly 0 grit. No,
exactly
that's
0.
fine.
Yeah.
No, I'm okay then.
Which is, I don't know how often that happens, but it's quite a cool way of doing it, I guess.
Yeah, not super frequently, I imagine.
Yeah, well, it's I guess it's not D&D where you level up and get more abilities anyway. It's not designed around that.
Am I getting hit by this bot then? Or is he trying to grab me? Try and grab me. I've got good decks. That'll be much more appealing.
Grab you.
Yeah! Appealing to the GM. Now watch me fail. I failed. There you go.
There you go.
17 over 12.
That's what your hubris has caused.
Yeah, there you go.
You are now grabbed. Do you want to do as another dex roll to escape? Or you could try strength as well. I'd say. Because, I mean, once it's grabbed you, it doesn't matter how dexterous you are.
Well, I would have passed either one, rolling a 3. So that's better.
And that as well.
That's good. I imagine rolling a 3.
Yeah.
So, can I do anything to this turn, or just is that it?
Last time, so I'm not going to say that you lose this action. Now that
don't I lose my action from being or that's already been done? Lost action.
I think that's already been done. So
okay, cool.
You do
so I will then struggle out, and I make a shot.
Yeah, there's no minimum range, rules. So
rolling a 6, which I will double check what that is on the table.
It's a hit.
It's a hit. Fantastic, and then that will do. Was I saying D8?
You shouldn't really,
I think it's a D8. 3 damage again. Again, my weak hits and strong grazes.
It's looking very damaged, though. You know, it's
Looking pretty damaged. Pretty happy with that. I guess I'm just kind of like shooting quite wildly, having been recently grabbed by a strange robot.
yeah. But you are also quite close to it, and you got to remember with your guns, they bypass any defense stat that they
That's
have.
true.
So, you know, it is not doing too bad. You've been grabbed, Elle, haven't you? So you.
Yeah, I have indeed. Am I trying to escape?
Yeah, do you want to try and escape for us?
If I could roll Dex, I'd be happy with that. But does it have to be Strength?
Yeah, I said it was strength for.
Yeah, it's all.
I think Dex to dodge the initial grab, but then strength to
Makes
get
sense.
out makes sense.
I do not pass 12 over 9.
So you were still grabbed, and the robot then wails on you for 4 damage.
Ah, ow! That gives me 1 grit. Not so happy now.
Cool. Alan the robot is not Alan the robot. Oh, that could be his name.
Just mirror. But Alan,
His voice isn't as
why are
robotic.
you hurting yourself?
A whispery robotic voice.
Lifts robotic helmet, and underneath it's just Alan's face.
Like another shot from me.
Is another shot, and that is 4 damage.
To me, bloody hell. Again, get my face kicked in, really. I'm down to 6 strength. And my shot back is another graze that does 4. I am very lucky with my grazes.
I mean, that is good because he did have 4 strength left himself.
So he gets a scar.
Well, it knows because his
He
grit
gets a dead scar.
go down to 0. He just
His
gets
scarred dead. Good. Well, that's... any more robots coming?
Kleb looks like he's dealt with the other one.
Okay. Have I... robots... Do I deal with them regularly?
They're not like, oh my god, what the hell is this thing? So, you've seen robots before, you know.
Yeah. Well, I'm in no position to help out Elle on the other side of the canyon, so I think I'm going to go investigate anything I can on this robot, see if I can read any of the language on it, or see any clues about what it is or what that's about.
It looks, well, it's a robot. It's got a sheriff badge on its thing. And it's, yeah, sort of cylindrical body, sort of cylindrical head.
Right.
And you hear sort of shouts from down in the canyons. Sort of down in the canyon, it looks like the caravan has sort of stopped before getting too far into the canyon. Obviously, hearing your thing, and then go. You hear talking from down there. Go, do you think the robot's got them?
I whisper under my breath, no.
As your face is all battered and bruised. Take more than a robot, yeah. Elle, what are you doing? Are you trying to escape again?
I mean, I don't really think I have another option. I can't attack it while I'm grabbed by it, right?
I mean, it says lose action for 1 turn.
Oh, for 1 turn.
Yeah.
Can I try and grab? I could do a dex roll to try and get this if it seems fair, but I'll try and get because I imagine I can't swing my blade. Maybe I'm trying to get my gun under its chin, here, and just shoot the gun like that, straight.
Okay, yeah. Do you want to do a dex roll for that?
Sounds good. Which I pass. 10 under 12.
Nice.
Surely I can't get a graze from this distance, Jack. Surely.
Well, no, but then you are sort of grappling.
Yeah, it is difficult, to be fair. Yeah.
So roll on.
I'll make a roll.
We'll see what happens.
Sure. 2d6. Come on. That's a 5. Yes.
A 5. Wow, that'd have only been better if it was a 2 or a 3 or a 1.
Yeah, I know.
No, it can't be a 1. That'd be insane.
Let me get my d8. I do not have my d8 out. Where are you, d8? Why is the d8 not here?
Are all the guns d8s?
Mine's d8. I think Johnny's might be d12. Is that right?
Mine is D10.
D10.
Sorry, yeah, all of them are D8 other than the rifle.
Why is my... Ugh. Well, apparently my D8 has just disappeared, so I'm going to have to find an online dice roll for an 8.
Do you want me to roll it for you?
No. I'm going to roll dice.
Well,
take it
you'd rather have a computer roll than me.
Yes.
Well, I know where I stand.
No, I got an 8.
Maybe
Yeah,
you
told
should. Maybe you should hug that robot even tighter, Sam.
I
Hope
got
chokes
an
you to
8.
death.
I'm glad that I rolled it myself.
Nice. With that, the top of the robot's head, you get under its sort of what would be its chin, and the top of its head explodes outwards, spraying wires and oil everywhere.
Nice. I collapsed to the ground, probably like heaving because it was like squeezing me or something uncomfortably.
Yeah.
And how is the guy I'm with doing with his robot?
His robot is also defeated. He is looking quite battered as well. And he goes, how did they know we were there?
I don't think I'll give an answer, but maybe either hearing or knowing that the caravan put the robots here, because maybe I would have known that from my memory. Is that fair, Jack?
Yeah, I think that'd be fair. You'd remember that. We will
I'll just go on. Sorry, yeah. I'll just
No,
my last thing. I'll just grimly like pick up my gun and gesture towards the canyon, like we're going that way. Sort of thing.
That's a good point for us to switch back to Berthold, who is in this dark street, being accused of attacking a woman and a man, and he does have a knife in his hand. So, anything you want to say? In defense?
I think I will say, what was his name? John Peter.
Yeah.
I think I will say, I understand that Mr. Peter is the big man in this town, but he is lying to you. And this poor woman cannot be the only person that he has behaved in this manner towards. Surely someone amongst you has had him act like this. If everybody acknowledges this, then justice can be dealt for his actions.
That is very persuasive. Do you want to make a heart roll to see how persuasive the crowd find it?
Non-persuasive is the answer, because my heart is 8 and I rolled a 19.
Oof.
I don't think there's not anything that you can do for like re-rolls or anything, is there? Like
I don't think there is in terms of skills or anything like that.
No, that's okay.
No. I thought you were persuasive. I would have backed you up there, Jonny.
Thanks, mate.
The crowd is not moved, and the local constabulary, I really can't do words this evening. Local police force come round, clap you in irons.
I obviously don't put up any resistance. I drop the knife and just resign myself.
Yep.
And I'll kind of look at, if I'm led past the crowd, I'll kind of look at them disappointedly as I pass, in the hopes that may give them something to think about later.
I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. But
yeah. I'm not going to say anything more, but they'll know. They know what they've done.
Yeah, you might. Yeah.
And I'll also say to the when the police come, I'll say it would be best if a doctor looked at this woman. I believe she's unconscious.
John Peter will sort of shout. You say that. I think you've damn near killed a man.
I won't talk to him. I'm not talking to him.
Not rising to it. Cool. Yeah. So you rolled away. As you are dragged away, you do see John Peter sort of slip something towards one of the the police sergeant that's there. And with that, we sort of do a bit of a time skip, and you are stood there near the gallows. You've essentially been rushed through a trial that, I say a rigged trial, which is obviously now in the news. The person being found guilty and saying something's rigged.
But an actual rigged trial.
An actual rigged trial, yeah.
Not jury rigged though. Tumbleweed anywhere?
It is Western, so
Yeah, it's the Old West. Yeah.
Tumbleweed everywhere. You feel the noose. You have a bag over your head. Noose placed around your neck. And a voice whispers in your ear. The voice of Peter John says, "I told you this wouldn't end well for you, Bertold. Should have just left it all well alone."
Is he literally here?
Yes.
Is he literally with me?
Yeah.
I'll say, shut up.
Oh, you showed him.
I know he won't like it though. People like that. No. He really wouldn't enjoy that.
No, because yeah. Cool. You feel the ground below you give way, and a shot. Feels like the air gets cut off briefly, and then you feel yourself tumble and hit the ground. Anything you do as you've hit, now that you've hit the ground, you've still got the noose around your neck, but it's obviously not pulled tight, but you've got the bag over your head and your hands bound. Obviously you can move them like that. They're not.
Yeah, so I'll get the bag off my head.
Yeah, I didn't think you were going to just sit there
and look around. I assume I see what I expect to see.
It depends what you're expecting to see.
The desert, I guess.
You see the desert, yeah. I don't know. I didn't know you were going to throw a curveball with, I don't know, Cyberpunk City or something.
I clearly remember when I arrived in El Dorado. Yeah, that's correct. That's what happened.
Yeah, you find yourself at the side of a desert road. And you, on one side, it looks like to be an oil field, with the big oil drilly things. And the ground is sort of outside. There's lots of fields of the oil. And it looks like they're quite rusty and you hear some horrific metal screeching sounds coming from that side. Cool.
Like the kind of thing that it doesn't sound like it should.
It sounds like metal rubbing on metal, which I guess you wouldn't normally get that massively with these if they've been maintained. But then I don't think you'd have as much oil spilt all over the place if these things. Some of them aren't moving, and the ones that are moving aren't moving efficiently, or they're screeching and grinding, and they look like they've not been maintained for a while. We will quickly jump back to Elle and Alan.
Are we descending down into the canyon then?
Yeah, I think Elle will probably move more or less immediately towards the canyon upon this combat finishing. But then you were there. You were done before me, so are you heading there first?
Well, if there's nothing really to be gained in knowledge about the robots, then which I think there isn't, then I will head in that direction too.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You look down at the canyon, and there's a fair number of people down there, with a couple more of the robots. Pleb is with you, and he does say, maybe better to walk away from this one. I don't think we're in any shape to fight it, and they might.
Where the caravan is now? Where are they relative to the dynamite?
They wouldn't be like crushed by it. They're away from
Okay.
it.
Okay. I know it didn't go off, but I was just thinking maybe we can. Never mind.
I don't think
Uh,
we. I don't. I mean, walk away. I mean, I don't think gunslingers walk away from things.
Is what's his name? Silver something on my side? What?
Greg Silverlock.
Silverlock. Is he saying anything, or is he just following me?
He's sort of limping along after you. He's looking at what's going on down in the canyon as well.
Hmm.
He says, "Maybe you think we should go over the other side, see if the other two are okay."
Yeah. All right. And I will, rather than marching straight into the canyon.
How did you get to the other side without coming a long way?
Was that the bridge across the top
Right,
that you
there's that bridge. Okay, right. Sorry, I missed that bit.
Yeah.
Are we like too far away, like way too far away to shoot or anything from here?
What, to shoot these guys in the caravan?
Yeah.
What is the range of your guns? I suppose as long as they're medium range,
Mm-hmm. I think they.
you would get there.
Mm-hmm.
The next hill over seems.
Yeah, the repeater's medium. Are they? What are they doing while we're kind of moving to the bridge? Are they just hanging back, or are they kind of coming after us?
They look like they're on guard and alert.
Okay. Can I see, like, if what they're armed with?
You see some armed with some old-looking weaponry, like guns.
They are armed with guns.
Maybe not as nice as your guns, but a couple of them have guns. Some have like bows.
Okay. Given that, I won't start firing at them immediately, and I'll instead get across the bridge to, the others, if they're not coming for us. You all right?
Al, do you remember a door?
Yeah. And then I'll point at my face.
I kind of point at like the gouges in my flesh, and you're like, I don't remember it being this bad.
This isn't real, is it?
I wouldn't say it's not real. It feels pretty real.
Yeah, but it can't be.
We've seen a lot of things. I
Trick
wouldn't say can't anymore.
I'd say, I mean, a trick, something. There's no such thing as time. Going back in time. Is there?
I'm trying to remember what Sykes used to say about illusions.
Wait, there was a voice in the dark, wasn't there? Can you remember what it said? Gunslingers, something about. I bet they're behind this. I'll just look at the sky angrily, Jack, as if I'm going to see someone up there.
Yeah, the sky is quite passive towards your angry glares.
The only way out is through.
I mean, were we, in our memories, Jack, were we captured in that fight and that was the end of it and we never really interacted with the caravan, or did they do... Did the caravan do something else after that point?
The ambush went more successfully for the robots, which is how you sort of lost your eyes and you narrowly
escaped. Okay, so we never really had any interaction with the caravan, so we don't really have any more useful this is what happens next information from here.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I think we go down, shoot it out, see if we can do something differently.
There's a lot.
See
of
if we
them
can
down
learn
there.
something.
We didn't do this last time. I know this sounds crazy, but it's a crazy situation. I'm going to try and look around for anything that makes me feel like this isn't real, Jack. Like, just like kick the ground around a bit, knock some things over, rattle some stuff. I'm trying to find something that makes me feel like I'm in a dream. Maybe
Okay. I think everything you act with or interact with is the one I'm for. In your immediate vicinity acts as you expect it should do. Nothing seems weird. If you start to look in the distance, you realise things are sort of hazy, as if they're not quite put together yet.
Okay. I will point that out to Alan after I notice that. Just go, look. That's not
Alan doesn't
haze.
care.
That's not a normal haze.
Alan's like
I'm not playing
looks.
I'm not playing this fucking game. That's what we're here for, right? Look at that ain't real. What do you think they want us to do? Let's do the opposite of that. Because I think they want us to go down and fight that fucking caravan.
I do want to go down and fight that caravan. We didn't get to last time.
Clem and Greg basically, they indicate, look, we'll follow your guys' lead on this. We try and escape and hope there's not more out there, or we go out swimming. But if we go down, we're probably going to go out.
I want to push on.
I missed you guys. I'll slap slap one of them on the back. Are our horses nearby, Jack? Presumably we would have ridden here.
Yeah, I guess they're probably tied up a little bit away from the ambush site.
Of course we do. We're a posse. We're doing better at this point than we are currently in the story, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, Defern wants to Defern wants to push through. Like I think we can take them.
It doesn't matter if we can take them. That's not the point. Don't play the fucking game. Let's get on those horses. Find out what this place is about. You know this ain't real.
I suppose all this happened. I get. Sorry, I know this is lots of establishing questions, Jack. But would I I know this is a real meta question, a wide scale question, but would I consider myself at this stage a gunslinger, or did I become a gunslinger when I joined Sykes and his group? Am I a bandit that becomes a gunslinger in the future, or am I a gunslinger?
I think
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, sort of up to you a little bit, I guess.
Yeah.
What do you think, Alan? Would he consider himself a little more than a bandit at this point?
I think I'm more bandit at this point than gunslinger. In which case, I say that so I can I suppose I can get on my horse.
Fuck it, let's go.
Sure.
Assuming they're not following us to the horses.
Yeah,
then,
let's do it. I'm not. I was like, I've just realized I'm not invested in this. I said, this. I moved away from this situation a long time ago. I don't need to be fighting this old fight.
It's in the past anyway. Why are we doing it?
It's in this past anyway. Yeah.
I feel like this whole time Elle is probably constantly poking her right eye, just like
that's how she loses it.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
It's not recommended.
You were there. You were pretty messed up afterwards. But it wasn't the robot that took your eye. It was on the way back.
It's all coming true.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no. I think I'm persuaded to get on my horse and wander a bit to see what happens. We can always come back to this canyon, this caravan. There'll always be another canyon.
True words. You sort of get on your horses, mount up, ride off, and everything starts to become a bit more hazy. and eventually you find yourselves even on a road in the desert with an oil field on one side, and this time with you is Sykes and two of the sort of other members of the gang. Kleb and Greg are long gone.
And my eye
There it is.
presumably is gone.
Agnes, Eli, and Frank Mayfield, you recognise as two former members of Sykes' gang. And you're riding along, and in front of you is a very confused-looking man with a noose round his neck and his hands sort of bound.
Yeah, is El's eye gone?
El's eye is now gone, yeah.
Cool. I kind of go. I kind of like shake my head a bit and go, "Were you just at the canyon, El?
Yeah.
I feel like I've been on this road for a long time, but I know I haven't."
Playing with us still.
Who's that there? I say, pointing towards, I assume Berthold.
I'm gonna yell, "Hey, Bertol, get up!"
I
Wow.
suppose Berthold isn't too well. I say he looks confused. The situation is, I guess, a bit confusing, but he recognises where he is. So
I know.
maybe he's not looking that confused.
El will say, "Fuck this game," and yell, "Hey, Bertol, get up!" out loud.
Yep, I will.
Yeah.
Sort of, encouraged by the arrival of my friends in this weird living flashback. I will get up and kind of hold my hands up to gesture that I need freeing from the.
Yeah,
The
we'll
rope.
ride forward and cut that off.
Sykes will say, "Oh, friend, seems you know two of our."
I'll
See you
boot
already.
Sykes in the face and keep talking to Bertol.
I mean, I think like my reaction to Sykes is like,
When he says that, you now realise
Yeah.
he's here exactly. So
Yeah.
Sykes, you are an honorless
I've tried to kick him off his
Coward.
horse.
And I will not be listening to you anymore on this matter. I'm gonna I think I'd like pull aside and that would be what I'd be saying.
Wow.
El, you punched him in the face. Did you say?
I tried, my objective is knock him on his horse and then shoot him. Knock him off his horse and then shoot him.
Okay, yeah.
I'm bloodthirsty, so I'm not.
It's
there's
true.
no amount
You are
of
bloodthirsty.
holding back on this.
Yeah,
Just enjoying the dream.
I'm just enjoying the dream. Yeah, living the dream. That's what's going on here.
Yeah, you definitely knock him off his horse. I think with that, Frank and Agnes draw their guns and point them at you.
I'm gonna tell Frank and Agnes to drop their guns, and I'm gonna say that Sykes has forgotten the face of his elder, and he doesn't deserve to run this gang anymore. He never deserved it.
He'll sell us out.
Are you still shooting now immediately after knocking him off, or
Assuming they've drawn their guns, I won't immediately shoot. I'll let this talk happen. But I'm not letting my gun up. And if he tries to reach for his gun, I might shoot.
What? So what I was trying to remember the name of the guy at the prison camp. His name was like the Good Man or something,
Yeah.
or was that what it
Yeah.
was?
not the guy running the prison camp, but
Yeah,
the in charge of that?
he was called the Good Man, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Then I tell Sykes, you're going to sell us all out to the Good Man. You don't deserve to be in this posse anymore. You can leave now in shame, or you can stand and draw.
I'll frown at Alan.
I'm the one that's... You two have just completely lost the plot.
I gave you two options, Sykes.
Is he?
Not-
If he tries to draw his gun.
Yeah, he's not reaching for his his gun just yet. Is anyone doing anything with Bertold? Setting him free, or is he?
No, I mean I think
I
he's
already
got
cut
he's
Bertold's
got
bonds.
he's
Just
got his
when-
yeah.
I did
think
say I cut
yeah.
Bertold's bonds, and then Sykes
Yeah.
spoke, so that was like cut.
Oh, okay.
And then I
Yeah. And but I've still got his rifle, right? Or is that
Not
Does he have a
just
rifle at this
yet.
point?
He didn't
Not
have a rifle
yet.
at this point.
I'll tell you what, I will have chucked the knife to Bertold as well. That seems fair. Just for the sake of you having something.
Sykes turns to Agnes and Frank. It's obviously some plan. The three of these has come up with to try and take over. I'd never sell you out. He said,
You're
"But if you think
lying,
you can draw
Sykes.
against me."
I don't think I can draw against. I don't. It matters not whether I can draw against you. All I'm saying is leave or draw.
As well, I'll pick draw.
Then I'm going to just draw immediately and shoot him. Like he can draw faster if he thinks he can.
Well,
This is Alan's. I'll let Alan do it.
there are rules for duels in the game because it's a Wild West game. So
Obviously,
So,
I hope I fucking win.
It'd be amazing if Alan just killed.
in testing who draws and fires first, each side rolls a heart save.
That's good. I've got okay heart. Okay, I've got like by that I mean like barely passable. Can I spend like I assume my grit's back to full again?
Yeah, all your grit and your strength and all that jazz.
Can I spend grit to improve that, or like I forget? There's nothing
There's
like spending
no
grit.
improvement in this game at all. No.
No, the closest thing to that sort of thing is
Yeah.
special attacks, but it's just straight up.
I do not fire with my hand. I fire with my heart. So fair enough. I roll a 7.
Cool. Is that beat your,
which means is a beat. I beat my heart roll.
Nice. Sykes also beats his. However, if both succeed, the lowest roll hits, and Sykes succeeded with a 9.
There you go.
Yes.
Very nice.
This all. Yeah, I shoot Sykes.
Duels directly damage strength, bypassing grit, and trigger a critical damage save. I'm guessing it's just your normal damage roll because it says rolling a 1 deals maximum damage.
I think that would be the roll on the duel, maybe the heart roll.
Yes, that makes sense. Yeah.
So
That's
otherwise,
fair.
you're just rolling your damage regular.
Although you can't roll a 1 on a heart roll.
Yeah, you could if you just rolled a 1 on your d20.
Yeah.
Oh, I keep forgetting it's
Critical
a D20
success
system.
on the d20. Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting this. Is
You
a
just
D20
roll a
system.
different dice.
I keep rolling 2d6 for everything, which is like really dumb.
Oh, you
Which
have
is
to
like-
re-roll that.
Which is fine. It's fine.
Succeeded
All the rolls I
duel.
got were sensible. On my dual roll, I rolled a 5, so that's even better. But then
Oh,
I
that's
was
all right
like-
then. Good.
So yeah, I keep rolling 2d6 for everything because I'm like, I don't know why I've got
I
2d6
find
as the
I'm
roll for
struggling
this
to
game.
remember which roll is which this game. I don't know why.
But to be fair, even with 2d6, it's very hard for me to do anything because
Yeah.
my dex has been shit. But I still failed most of my rolls, so that shows you
But
how
you
bad
passed that
everything is.
one, right?
I passed that one, yeah. But
Okay.
yeah, so I do d8 damage, yeah.
Yep.
It's only I rolled an 8, so there you go. Eat shit, Sykes.
Please.
Can I spend a point of grit to shoot him 6 times?
Just
I can tap my gun.
Critical damage save, which he does fail. So Sykes is now dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I just say, if he could remember the name of the face of his elders, he would have shot me. The fact that I won is proof that he is corrupt.
Elle will burst out laughing and clap her hands over her head.
Frank and Agnes don't really know what to do, but I mean, it was a duel. But before they can do anything, you do hear an almost metallic howl come from the oil fields. And as you look towards one of the pools of oil, 3 black wolf shapes sort of start to rise out of the oil, and they snarl at you. And instead of sort of saliva dripping, there is oil dripping, and they howl and charge towards you on your horses.
I will point at the gun that Sykes dropped for Bertold.
I'll grab it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a D6. No, it's a D. What is wrong with it? A 6-shooter.
Okay.
So, I mean, I think the main difference is it's a D8 damage rather than D10 for
Okay.
6 shots. So everything else is, for the purposes of a combat, the same.
I'm
Cool.
assuming that we also remember this encounter, do we, Jack?
Yes, you do remember
How did,
encountering Berthold and then these oil wolves.
how did the oil wolf fight go?
A lot better than the fight with the robots.
Okay, good. I'll probably just do it as we did then.
Yeah.
Look.
I'm gonna. Are they in shooting distance?
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend a point of grit to fan my guns, which enables me to fire 6 shots.
Nice.
I'm gonna double check. Well, I don't know if that means I have to roll 20 times 2d6, or like.
I think blast damage is like you roll once on the shoot table, and then that applies to, I guess, all of them. So it's blast damage on
Terrible.
the target. So just roll well, I guess.
Just do better.
Yeah, it was so
Just
harsh
keep
on the
rolling.
dice. Yeah.
It's easier.
So it's blast damage up to 6 targets. Okay.
Yeah.
And blast damage is something that I will remember what happens. Yeah. So I do. So this is the 2d6 roll, which is I think most of my rolls so far have been 2d6 rolls. That's fine.
So yeah, blast affects all targets in the noted area, rolling separately for each. So maybe you do roll. Covers explosions, leaving onslaughts to a meteorite impact. If unsure how many affected, I'm not roll the related damage die for a result. It's not exactly clear whether you, for blast damage, you roll
The damage
on
or the hit.
I was going to say, I would guess you roll the shoot table once.
And then whatever damage die you need to roll, it's individually. Yeah.
That would be
I
my
think
guess.
it's probably better for the purpose of streaming as well, rather than.
I agree. So I will roll 64 because I got a graze, as I always do. And I will tell you what the results of those are. I rolled a 4, a 4, a 3, and a 1. And then I rolled a 3 and a 2. So 4, a 4, a 3 and a 3, a 2 and a 1 is the total. And I spread that as evenly as I can amongst the wolves. And now my pistol runs dry.
Yeah, but you did.
Oh, I did my job. Actually, I'm gonna take one. I'll randomize which one it is that I lose. I lose one of my 4s because I had one less bullet in my gun because I just shot Sykes. So it's a 4, a 3, 3, 2, and a 1.
I mean, that's still good.
It's more damage than I do normally. So
You were better in the past. You've got well.
I'm sure I got old.
Berthold or L, any actions you guys want to do?
I guess I'll go next because I had my gun raised on the horse already. So I'll do a cry pardon as well. I'll use my special attack as well. Why not? Because it fires blast damage at 3 targets, which seems very appropriate. That's 2d6. Hope to roll well. That's an 8, so that's graze. So that is 3d4s for the 3 targets. 2, a 1, and a 1. That was not so successful.
Ew.
Cool. And Berthold, I mean, these bullets are slamming into these wolves, but obviously they look like they're made out of oil, so at the minute it doesn't look like they're doing a whole lot, but they are sort of getting a bit smaller as you shoot some of the oil off.
If there's one that hasn't been shot yet, I'll shoot.
I mean,
At
there will be.
Oh no! What I'll do is I'll shoot at the one that's looking the worst. I guess. I I have this horrible feeling that Sykes' gun is going to betray me, and I'm going to roll a double 6.
I mean, at least if you like explode his
Oh.
gun, it's bad.
No, I rolled a 6 and a 1. So a graze. And I roll. Oh, that's cocked. 3.
Cool.
I didn't think narratively it would be fair for me to do a rapid fire the first time I've shot the gun. So maybe next time when I'm feeling a bit more confident.
I mean, there's also a cool actually finding
Yeah.
that slinger moment as well.
I was going to say, that's kind of narratively really cool, actually. That's
Yeah.
almost the opposite. The first time Bertold hold his gun, he's just...
Oh, yeah, but I don't...
Well, it's too late now, Johnny. You've
It's
committed.
too late now.
Also, this isn't actually the first time you've held your gun. You actually are a gunslinger.
Well, it's the first time he's held...
No, but the
like,
first time I've had that gun, yeah. I'm getting a feel for it before then being really badass.
Yeah. We might... Well, you've missed out that we were about to do another flashback where Sykes went, "Here, Bertold, hold my gun for a second."
Well, he's dead now.
And shoot all these cans.
I'm going to
really
continue
quickly.
to challenge him every flashback that he's in. Like, it's like...
We're just going to have a series of Sykes killing flashbacks now.
I mean, I don't know how many duels it's going to take for him to kill me, but hopefully none. Like, hopefully lots. Hopefully
My favorite thing about this is Elle is kind of like, this is almost a win-win, because I really hate Sykes, but I also kind of have a bit of a grudge against Alan. So it's like both of these scenarios are kind of good.
What
And
did
then I'll
I
just
do? We've already shown that you lost your eye to your own incompetence. You couldn't defeat the robot. You've literally shown to yourself that,
True,
that it's
in the
nothing to do with
flashback,
me
the
that you
grudge-
lost your eye.
It's sort of proven that it wasn't your fault. I can still blame you, though.
I mean, he was supposed to be
That's
laying
fine.
the dynamite, then didn't work. So,
yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
you know.
That wouldn't have stopped the
Yeah,
robots.
it's
Anyway,
okay.
never mind. That's neither here nor there. Let's bygones be bygones.
Cool. So we'll go for a wolf on each of you. Seems the fairest way of doing it, seeing as you've all been shooting at them. So, laid out quite nicely. Elle, that's 5 damage as a wolf. It bites you and you think, well, it's made out of oil. How bad could it be? But its teeth seem very non-oil.
Ouch.
Bertold is 4 damage. And Alan is a measly little 2 damage.
Do I get to soak this damage, or does it?
Yeah,
not?
you have. If you've got your sort of defensive gear.
Yeah. I take 1 damage then.
I don't yet have my really cool leather jacket, which is...
Well, yeah, your main defensive. Cool. What do you guys want to do?
How long does it take to reload?
It's an action.
Okay, so I can't reload and shoot then, because shooting is also an
no.
action. Well, then I'll reload and
You can stab it.
yeah, I could do a lot of things.
Fair enough. Fair
I'm
enough.
going to reload. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. By the way, the fact that I beat Sykes in this duel confirms to me that he was rotten even back then.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't have beat him if he wasn't rotten.
He was totally lying. Yeah. I mean,
Well,
if he
that's why
sold us out,
on the heart table.
if he sold us out, he was already like dirty. It's not like you
But,
suddenly go, you know what?
but this, in my mind, this confirms me that he was dirty a long time ago.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
It wasn't a recent change. He was always a wrong un.
I mean, Elle would probably have happily killed Sykes at any point in his life. So, okay, I guess I'll go next because I was next in the order. I will just shoot the one that's attacking me. Roll a 7, so another graze, and that's a 4. That's a bit better.
Cool. That's nice. What about you, Bertold?
I'm now, having taken a shot, going to do the forward spin, the back spin, and then go.
Yeah, it's not as
My
nice.
5 remaining bullets.
I know. Everyone else has already done it.
Listen, this is the coolest possible way this could have happened.
It is quite cute
So
to imagine Bertolt going with the first shot, going, yeah, and they're just firing all the
Yeah, I get behind this.
No, I'm trying to make Johnny feel bad.
I can't wait to roll a 12 now. Oh no, that is 6, which is a hit.
Nice.
So D8 loads of times, 5 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 5d8.
3, 5, 8,
8,
5,
8, 5, 5, 3.
4.
8, 5, 5, 4, 3.
They're nice.
I'm good at numbers, me. I can remember all 5 of them all in a row.
You did better than I did.
I can remember 5 numbers and sort them in descending order.
Yeah.
The school system hasn't failed us yet.
Nope.
Oh, nice. So with one of that, or one of the wolves, I think as it's sort of diving towards you and you're fanning the hammer, you shoot it and it explodes into loads of nice crude oil.
Nice.
Cool.
Is it swearing? Is that what you mean?
Yes,
No,
it's
just-
very swearing.
Didn't go to private school.
And the other two are looking, I say worse for wear. They're oil dogs, so they're not looking great anyway.
I've been called worse.
So 2 left.
This is much better. Obviously, it just shows you. It's just, this is what I'm thinking. It shows you that we're on the right path. But where we were before, we weren't nearly as powerful as we are now because we've been put on the correct.
You've sorted things out. You shot Sykes,
Yeah.
which has made everything else fall in line.
Let's hope it continues to go well.
So for that, I'm going to say one of the wolves attacks you, but that'd be cruel. So one goes for Bertold for. In fact, he's going to go for a grapple because it's fun to do other things. So do you want to do a dex save for us? That's what I was thinking. Yeah, he's going to try and get your arm.
That is not a dex save.
Oh no! Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Cool. So you would basically miss your turn next, and the other one is going to go for L. And why don't you do a dex save as well?
Okay, I can do that. I pass 12 on 12.
Cool. And now it's Alan and L's go.
Go on, Justin. You'll go, Justin.
Yeah, I'm just like I don't need to conserve my ammo in this strange world, but so fuck it, why not? Let's let them fly once again. I've got 2 of them. I can put 3 in each, and I roll Snake Eyes, which is max damage, which is I guess 24. I'm very good at numbers, Johnny. I added 8. I did 8 times 3. Very quickly,
Well
24 damage each.
Somehow they're still standing. No, that's
Fine. I mean, it's a dream. Anything could happen. I could turn around and I haven't got any trousers on. Like, it wouldn't be surprising at this stage.
Yeah, I've not mentioned this. You've been naked all 3 the whole time.
Can you imagine if that was actually a specific output of Alan's role? They don't die, but your trousers come off.
And
That's
you're
how
in the
powerful.
exam that you didn't study for.
Literally, the wind from your pistols has blown your trousers off.
No, you explode these wolves.
Yeah, sounds good.
It went well last time. This has gone even wellerer.
Alan,
it's got oil well.
Why do you shoot better in Dream than you do real life?
I don't know if this is a dream.
With that, you do feel the scene almost closing around you, and then you
I'll just
feel
say, "Told you," as that happens.
shove again, and you are now all three of you almost stumble into a stone corridor lit on either, walls lit on either side with old style torches. And we'll leave that one there, I think, for this week.
Ooh, mysterious dream sequence. That was fun.
I know in my heart now that if that hasn't really killed Sykes, then when I do face him down, I have right on my side and I win too. Because I've done it once already.
You've got confidence that's going to help
practice.
next time.
I mean, it's pretty useful to be able to practice dueling someone you want to kill.
It is.
That's true.
Especially when the other person hasn't been practicing. As far
Exactly.
as that's always an advantage.
Doesn't matter either way because Sykes is unfit to be a gunslinger, so he won't win next time either. He can't win.
So much foreshadowing. Why are we doing this? That was fun. Did I sort of skip a bit of the dream sequence for you, Jack?
No, I mean, the way I sort of set it up is,
it's not a dream sequence. It's not
whatever it is. It's not real, is it?
It might be real. You don't know. It was not real.
Look, my eye disappeared and then reappeared and then disappeared.
I essentially wrote,
it might be real.
Who knows? Well, I know.
Yeah.
But I'll never tell.
I'm just wondering if you were intending us to go for that fight in the character. I guess we could do it either way.
Essentially, what I wrote down was what happened in the sort of real world.
Yeah.
Put you guys in it and sort of went from there.
Yeah.
And to be fair, Sam, the Dark Tower series is literally full of time travel where people gain their limbs back. So
we might not know that.
No, I know, but when you were like, "Oh, I don't know if it matters," I was like, I wouldn't be too sure if that would be a way of testing. Like,
what you're saying
if we die in the dream, we might really die.
What you're saying is Elle could get her eye back at some point in the story. That'd be quite cool.
I mean, that is a frequent plot point of this series of books.
Nice.
That this game is not based upon officially.
I think it's inspired by. I just don't think it's the official.
I think that if they said it was in any way, like it's sails close enough to the wind that they can just about say that it is not a franchised spin-off type.
Yeah, it's not
thing.
The official Dark Tower TTRPG, but it is in the inspirations.
Oh yeah.
But
and I like that a lot.
That was fun, yeah. I really enjoyed Berthold's just disappointment at everything happening as it did, again, presumably. That was really satisfying. It's like...
I feel like if you'd given, a nice impassioned speech trying to get everybody to be like, yeah, this guy actually is powerful, but like, if, we could be more powerful than him if we club together, and then just going, nah, no way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really...
I feel like you were trapped in that one way. That's what you could have done about it. Yeah, Berthold just walked away.
It's the whole sort of thing with sort of TTRPGs. The player could make a great speech, and I thought you've made a persuasive argument. But then if the dice don't go that well, and then it's it's the whole playing a social character as either as a non-social person. Well, it's not fair to get them to do it without rolling, because you don't make someone playing a strength character do push-ups.
Yeah,
older. So
True.
it's.
I have seen it done quite amusingly though, where players will like give a bit of a speech and then they'll utterly fail their role for quite a good speech, and the GM will make it so that something gets said in their speech has mortally offended a particular person for a particular reason. But yeah,
it's not how I like to do it, but
no, I wouldn't normally. It's a lot of pressure, to be fair.
I don't know. That was thanks, Jack. It was a lot of fun.
That was. I enjoyed that. Yeah, I'm really curious what that was. Was it like a test or a trap or something just figuring us out?
Who knows? The answers may or may not come.
Hopefully they'll come at some point.
As soon as I work out what the hell's going on.
Welcome to my world with all of the things I run.
Do you have anything in the chat that we need to?
Yeah, you can put up Justin's joke. I enjoyed that. I did enjoy that.
Anything apart from my amazing
terrible.
But also Steve's comments good.
Yeah. I enjoyed Don't Kick Foods as well.
One from
Yeah.
Steve there when Jack said we were all dead upon stepping through the door.
Yeah.
The door of annihilation.
Some nice Tomb of Horrors there.
Mhm.
Good one from 4242 when I failed my heart roll.
Oh,
Your heart wasn't in it.
Yeah,
terrible.
there was quite good jokes in the chat. Wasn't
I missed that one.
TM name for the oil wolves from Don't Kick Food.
Wales.
Yeah.
Wales.
I can see
Suddenly New York.
Wolves.
Wolves. Oh, terrible.
Got chased down by a pack of wolves.
I don't think they'd say that.
Oh, that's pretty good though.
Let Igons be Igons. Very good. Just
Good. Thank you. I really do try.
I enjoy 42's reaction to it as well.
And Steve's last comments, you know, I think that is true. That's really what we're going to find out.
This is when we find out, that, put the comment up because people watching won't know what I'm speaking about. That Star Trek episode where they actually get the characters to understand that they're holodeck characters, and then they this is when
I
we will
literally
find
just
out we're
watched. Me and my partner were just watching Star Trek before this, and it was one of those episodes.
Yeah.
We all
find
there's
out
holograms who
we're actually
do stuff.
holograms from the holodeck for entertaining people, unlike other characters come. We just cowpoke.
Maybe that's us in real life.
Then you got to figure out
Well,
who the people coming in the holodeck are.
It leads to an interesting discussion about the nature of what is this the place that has moved on. You know, is it allegory? Is it real? Is it a metaphysical place that represents the stories that are important to the world? You know, or is it a holodeck?
Okay,
It's essentially just scribbled notes that I've hastily put together.
Yeah. The real truth.
Aren't we all just the scribbled notes in God's plan?
Just scribbling for the whole planet. God, that's way too much
dear. Yeah. Cool.
Thanks,
guys.
Okay, next Monday, Warhammer. Then the week after Monday, We Deal in Lead, etc. Once, maybe one etc. of that, or maybe two. Anyway, yes. Then Wednesday, Simbaroom. This coming Sunday, we're playing Cloud Empress at 3 p.m. British time. And every other Thursday, so not this Thursday, but next Thursday, and then every other Thursday after that is the Yellow King. I think that's everything. Links below the stream. Please come join us on our Discord, chat with us, and join up to our Patreon if you want to support us in that way. Social media and YouTube below there as well. I think that's everything. Thanks, everybody. See you later.